Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are. But all that matters over here is it's my birthday weekend, so we are taking you along for this very exciting vlog. At least for me. So excited, I realized we didn't even do our intros. I think you know, but if you don't, I'm Ray.
And I'm Jason.
And this is Carm Doggy. Oh. So yes, it is my birthday weekend. We are leaving the RV for 2 nights and driving up to Niagara Falls. We are only about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
What's this town called?
Pulaski.
Pulaski.
It's near Oswego.
I don't think they say it with that accent. Oswego. That's the SoCal coming out.
That's anywhere near the lakes, I think, talks like that.
Really? I don't know. You guys tell us. We're just wrapping up the final details here. We have to still turn off our water and load up the car. But other than that, I think the RV is ready to be left. We have Carmen's bag all ready to go. Don't mind the other trash you see down there. Yeah, I think that's that. So let's just start loading up the car. All right, this is the best part of loading up. Ready? Let's go. Oh, she got stuck on the wood. Carmen loves car rides. She's super chill in the car, even though she's crazy right now.
Let's go.
She also can't get in the car by herself. Go, jump.
Let's go.
So she like jumps on us as a way of like begging us to let her in.
Where? No, she's fine.
Safe to say Carmen gets excited about car rides. Anyway, we are also switching out our safety kit. As you can see, this one's pretty heavy and takes up a lot of space.
Yeah,
It came with the RV.
We like sandbag triangles, which was cool because it's better than keeping like flares, but
Yeah, so we'll keep this in the storage of our RV as a just in case, but we're switching it out with this. We wanted to give a quick shout out to Hokina for sending this to us because this kit is amazing. They've thought of everything to put into these little lights that completely replace flares and large sandbag type safety kits like that. So I'll just quickly show you one because they're so cute. So first of all, their packaging is adorable. You can only buy them on Amazon, but this is how it comes. I love it when people put in personalized messages and value their customers, but it just comes with this cute little package. And then they've even thought of everything, and you get the Phillips head that you need to change the battery. So they just look like this. They have 9 different light settings. Come here, I'll show you over here. So they have 9 different settings that you can use. One of them is even the Morse code for SOS, which I thought was really cool. And then it also has an LED light. And they even thought of this so you can put it on the ground like that. And this is my favorite part. And it doesn't scratch your paint. So this thing is so cool. And then the last thing in the kit is actually a seatbelt cutter and a window breaker. If you don't have one of these in your car, you really should. We already have one, but now we're gonna put this one under my seat, one under Jason's seat, so we both have one just in case. I've always really wanted to use one of these. It's just so tempting. So if anyone has an old window that I can test this on, let me know. But yeah, so that's our new safety flare kit. I'm very excited about it. Hopefully, knock on wood, we never have to use it, but if we do, we now have one for the truck, which is super light and easy to carry around, and we can put that big heavy thing in the RV. So if you want to grab one of these for yourself, I got a coupon code for you from Hokina for 10% off. You can only buy it through Amazon, so just put this coupon code, I'll make it magically appear later, into the final screen on Amazon for your 10% discount. And of course, I will have it linked down below where you can get this product, and I'll have the coupon code down there as well. That's enough on this. Let us know if you pick one up, because we always like to know if you're liking the products that we're recommending and getting you coupon codes for, and if we should keep doing that. So we're gonna put this away and we're gonna hit the road and let my birthday weekend officially start. We just dropped off Carm Dog at her rover sitter, so everything looks good there. She is really adaptable, so that's really good, and she loves people, so she was already having a good time sniffing around, checking it out, so this guy seems really nice. So thankfully, I think we're gonna have another great rover experience. Anyway, our hotel is only 8 miles away. It is on the Canada side, but it's super close, obviously, but for some reason our GPS is saying it's gonna take us 55 minutes to go the 8 miles. I'm really hoping that's not the case. There isn't any red or traffic, so I have no idea. Like maybe the border crossing takes a long time. Fingers crossed it doesn't actually take an hour, but we'll check in with you later.
So we made it to Canada safely.
It did take about 45 minutes to get across Rainbow Bridge, so the GPS wasn't really lying.
Yeah, it did try to take us to some like shady little bridge that said like Nexus only, and we have global entry, and I don't know if that's Nexus as well, but
yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Apple Maps.
Yeah.
Ray's the only one that uses that. I don't know why. Anyway, we made it here. We're gonna go find something to eat.
You're not gonna tell them that we got the room upgraded?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the thing that you care about more than anything. Ray's super excited because of my elite status with SPG.
Our elite, we're married.
You're right. You're right.
I spend money on that credit card too.
Our elite status, we got upgraded to a heart-shaped jacuzzi tub. So we'll show you that in a minute. We also got a mist view room, so we'll show you the view.
That is Rainbow Bridge. That's some other hotel. And then the falls are right over here. So we can see the mist from Niagara Falls.
And yeah, so now I think we're going to head out and get some food and try to get on one of the Made of the Mist, or the Canadian side's called the Hornblower boat tours to Wet and Wild down at the bottom of the falls.
Wet and Wild.
I don't know. I didn't do any research. I'm just assuming that's what happens at the bottom.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
It's not wet and tame.
Let's go.
Let's go.
it is officially the next day, which is August 12th, which is my actual birthday. So, woo! We are sitting outside the Butterfly Conservatory, but before we get into that, we did want to talk about yesterday and the fun that we had on the Hornblower Cruise, which is the Canadian version of Maids of the Mist that you can take from the US side. So we learned that both cruises are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one you take, but we have some tips for you.
So first tip is to obviously take the Hornblower over the Maids of the Mist because it's bigger. You fit more people on there and it's a newer ship. The second is don't worry about the huge line because it moves super quick. We were stressing out, but I think it took us like 30 minutes and the line like wrapped down the walkway. It was super intimidating, but it moves really fast. The next tip is to try to get to the bottom front right of the boat. That'll put you the closest to the most falls for the longest.
Yes, we don't know the technical boat terms.
Whichever side the front
when you're
right
on the
is.
boat, yeah, facing the front of the boat. Be on the right side in the front.
The next tip overall is go to the Canadian side. So the American side of the falls, you get like a side angle view, which is okay. It's not bad. But from the Canadian side, you get the full on like across the river view, and then you can get up close to Horseshoe Falls, which is humongous. The other part that you guys saw in the B-roll was the journey behind the falls. And so that takes you right to the base of Horseshoe Falls and in tunnels behind the falls.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. So there's like tiny little tunnels that you're just squeezing through and they're wet and there's a bunch of people. So if you're a little claustrophobic, you might want to avoid it. But overall, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, we had a blast. I was not expecting to have as much fun as I had yesterday because it's such a traditional touristy thing to do. But it was so fun. The water is just like when you're in that boat and you get right up to the base of the waterfall, it's majestic. Like you just feel the power of the water and everyone's having a good time. Like everyone's literally yelling like, woo! It's just, it doesn't matter if you're a child or an old lady or man, like you're gonna have a good time.
So for today, to kick off Ray's birthday, as she said earlier, we're at the Butterfly Conservatory. So
yes,
we've been trying to go to like a butterfly area thing anytime we've seen one, and we just haven't made it happen. On Ray's birthday, we're making her wish come true finally, and so we're gonna head in. We don't really have high expectations because, I don't know, butterflies, but...
Butterflies.
Yeah.
Insects.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too.
Just because we've been wanting to do something like this for so long, and we're finally doing it. That's the exciting part. But yeah, I mean, I don't have too high expectations because it is just, in reality, pretty insects. So if you're ready, we're ready. So let's go.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, exceeded expectations for sure. I know I said this about the Niagara Falls boat tour, but this is also for all ages. Like there were little kids in there to quite literally like old ladies running around having the time of their life.
It wasn't as crowded as some of the other attractions here, but that's also because it's a little ways outside the city. But
yes,
they have some great transport bus lines here. So it's called WeGo. So
yes,
you can just hop on the green line and it'll take you right here.
Yes, so we're actually hopping on the bus again, heading south and doing something called the Whitewater Walk. So let's go. Okay, so it is now officially the next day. We find it hard to vlog when you're right next to the water because it's so loud. And then even when you're in a touristy area, it's still so loud because there's so many tourists out here. We're doing like a weird vlog, I feel like, of when we find peace and quiet, which half the time is in the hotel room we're vlogging. Anyway, long-winded story to basically say that yesterday we did the Whirlpool Aero Car. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Whirlpool Aero Car.
That was really fun. We weren't really thinking of doing that. We saw a picture in our bathroom. You know how they have like the tourist attractions in the hotels? Anyway, we saw a picture of this like cart going over the water suspended by wires, and we were like, oh, if that's real, that looks really cool, because they made it look like an old-timey picture. And then on the bus ride they said, oh, this is the Whirlpool like Aero Car, and we're like, oh, it's real, let's do it. So that was really unexpected but really fun. You're actually only up there not even 10 minutes probably.
Yeah.
But I wish it was longer. You literally just go across and then back across, and then you rotate halfway so you can see both sides of the car. And then after that, we headed down to the Whitewater Walk.
Whitewater Walk, yeah.
And that is some of the, no, not some of, it is the fastest moving water. I think we heard somewhere in the world. I don't know if that's true, but it is definitely the fastest moving water in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it's a class 6 rapid, which means
the highest.
Which means that it's almost unrunnable.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rapids are not created by rocks, it's just by like the speed of the water. So I guess like slower moving water on the bottom. I don't know. They didn't have a plaque about it. I'm just trying to think about physics.
How it would work. Yeah. They did have a raft company. I think it said in the 70s, 80s, I can't remember the exact year, that ran for a little bit, but because you really need to be an experienced rafter to go down these rapids, people were, you know, capsizing and a few people died, so the company didn't last very long, which I wouldn't want to do that anyway. I think it'd be really fun to go whitewater rafting, but not in a class 6.
Just being right there next to the rapids, like you just see the power, and I don't know, it's intense.
Yeah. So then after that, we came back to the hotel, we changed, oh well, we stopped and got a pitcher of beer first, but then we came back to the hotel, we changed, and we went out to dinner, and Jason booked us reservations at, what's that called?
Skylon Tower.
So that was really fun. Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's rotating, so it's a little disorienting when you first get up there. Once you sit down, I think it was fine.
Yeah.
It rotates about once around, took about an hour, I would say, to rotate fully. So that was cool. We got to see sunset, and then we got to see the falls illuminate
Yeah.
which they do.
It's perfect timing. We went at 7:30, so if you're gonna go, definitely go at 7:30. I mean, I just can't recommend Niagara Falls as a travel destination enough. I didn't think that we were gonna like it this much, but every activity was exceeding our expectations, and it was just so fun. I just thought it was gonna be like the traditional touristy trap stuff, which in a way it is, but it's not disappointing. I look at a tourist trap as being disappointing, but this was not disappointing at all.
They have all different adventures, and I feel like the bus lines are set up where you don't actually need a car once you get down. And they actually have a train that goes to Toronto too for like $30, like round trip for an adult, so that's cool.
Yeah, and you can see the falls in like a million different ways. They've thought of everything. Like you can do what we did, go right down next to them, just walk next to them. You can do the boat tour and get right up in the falls. You could take a helicopter tour, you could zip line over them, you can do the aero car over them. They literally like they've thought of everything to make money, but it's totally worth it. So overall, this was a great little vacation for us. Yes, RVers need vacations too. And it was the perfect way to spend my 30th birthday. I kept going back and forth on dreading this day. And I feel like I do this with every birthday. It's not just because I was turning 30 and like, that's so sad. Because it's not. You know, we travel full time. I felt silly like wanting to take a vacation, but it was perfect, and I'm glad we did celebrate this milestone. I always do a little bit of self-reflecting, and so I'm really happy, you know, where we are in our lives. It's funny because we live this great lifestyle, and it definitely comes with its challenges, and we always try and show that because we don't want you to think if you buy an RV and you hit the road, you're just gonna have a magical life. I've faced some struggles over this last year that were really, really hard for me, and I didn't think we were gonna get through it, and you know, you definitely have thoughts of going back to your old life, but I'm really glad we stuck with it. And you know, the age from 29 to 30 was just really, really good for me. But now that we got through the hard stuff, I'm really, really excited for this next year. I don't feel any different being 30. I'm actually looking forward to my 30s. I've heard that they're pretty good age range, especially for women. So we will see how that goes. We'll see if we'll be vlogging for 10 more years and I can check back in on my 40th. That's my little self-reflection for turning 30. Anyway, we had one more piece of information that we wanted to share with you because we didn't know this, but you learn so much when you're in an actual place, and it's so much easier to learn it because you see everything. It's not you're just trying to picture how it works, like you really see it. So we learned that Niagara Falls actually comes from Lake Erie, the water. So the water comes from Lake Erie, comes down, you have the falls, and then it continues on. And it continues on to Lake Ontario. So Lake Ontario is where our campground is. So we want to go like full circle with you guys and show you, we'll show you the view out our window to explain it a little bit better, but then show you where the water ends up, right on our campground. And it's a 3-hour drive. So that just shows you how far this water is traveling. So let's show you the view so you can get a picture yourself and see how it is. And then let's go pick up Carmen and let's go home and show you Lake Ontario. All right, so this is the view out our window that we showed you earlier, but here is, up there is Lake Erie, and then the water comes down, and here is the falls. We're not high enough for you to actually see them, but that's all the mist from it. And there is the American Falls behind this casino, so you can't see that. But the water goes down. This is Rainbow Bridge, where they have a big border crossing, and then it just continues on way, 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 way down there. So we'll show you the end in Lake Ontario. And then this is where we had dinner last night.
Also, I would recommend staying in this Falls View Casino because they probably have the best view.
Yeah, you get to see the Canada Horseshoe Falls and then the US Falls, which are behind there. Anyway, okay, let's go. right, guys, so we are finally home. Had some rain on the way home, have a little bit of rain right now, so we're trying to rush out to Lake Ontario on our campground to show that to you. But first, we decided to pick you guys up a little something something. We bought a mini bottle of pure maple syrup made in Canada and a maple flavored Mars bar and a maple flavored Airhead. Yeah, we decided to just grab that stuff. We want to send it to one of our viewers.
So if you want to get this delicious Canadian treat, be the first to comment below. So you like maple, eh?
And then we will get your address and send this to you. But don't put your address in the comments, just put that phrase and then we will reach out to you. I don't know, this seemed like a fun little thing to do. I think that if this goes well, we'll probably just keep buying you guys little souvenirs because it's something really easy to do. And if you like it, we like doing it then because we really like to interact with you guys, our viewers, our Getaway gang.
Yeah, especially those who are the first to watch our videos. So if you want to be one of the first and have the possibility of winning something in the future, next to subscribe, there's a little bell. Click that and you'll get an alert the second our video goes live. So you can get a delicious treat like this next time.
No promises that it's going to be in every vlog though, so don't you dare try and uphold us to that. All right, let's go show you the lake now. Lake Ontario. We kind of did that whole full circle thing I was talking about. We had Lake Erie that flows over Niagara Falls, which then turns into the Niagara River, and then the Niagara River flows into Lake Ontario, which is where we are. We're only telling you about those two lakes because that's all we really got to see and show you, but I'm sure you know there are 3 other Great Lakes, and the history of how they got formed and everything else behind it and how they all flow and work together is really interesting. So I would suggest Googling it.
As you can see, this thing is massive. I mean, we drove for 3 hours from one end to here, and we're not even at the other end. It's 193 miles wide, or long, and 53 miles wide. So 53 miles that way is Canada. Well, I guess half that, 25 miles, because the border is in the middle of the lake.
This lake is a freshwater lake, and its outlet is over to the Atlantic Ocean. The average depth, I think we heard, was about 280 feet, but the max depth of this lake is 800 feet in some points. All right, those are all of the little fun facts we have for you. We hope that you had a really fun time with us going to Niagara Falls and learning a little bit about 2 of the Great Lakes. I had a fantastic birthday weekend. I couldn't imagine a better way to turn 30.
And if you're wondering, this week we're staying at the Brennan Beach RV Resort, and that campground review will come out in about a month or so, so keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out and we will do our best to answer them.
Yes. So, have you guys ever been to Niagara Falls? Did we do it justice? Are you going to go now? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join our Getaway gang. We'd love to have you. We'll see you next time.
Bye guys. I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday.
Gross.
So are you.
No, I'm...
Was this the chocolate stain one?
Yeah, but I got the chocolate stain out. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, you do self-reflect. Do.
Welcome. What, you're in the dark?
Yeah, what the... You just kept walking sideways.
What do you... No, this is
the window. punch you. It's my birthday weekend.
Well,
You can't act like this.
I don't do it on purpose. Things just happen. All right, this is our first time here, actually. So that's interesting. God damn it. Get out, get over there. I'm sick and tired of this. What'd you do? We made
now
it.
You look like this. More sugar. Oh, and you're real sweaty.
Huh?
You're real sweaty.
Yeah.
We scared me.
Some quick tips for you if you're thinking about heading to Niagara Falls.
Well,
No, okay. No tips.
no tips for you.
Good luck.
Which is the Canadian version.
Canadian version.
Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget. Oh, I already said that.